Whoa, look at this person played 917 hours.
It's 3.5 stars, but all the categories are 4.5 or higher. So.
Yeah, I have no idea. And then he dropped it after playing 917 hours. What's going on? What's going on? All right. Hello, everyone. I'm George from Minimap, and I have just recently I just launched a new YouTube channel where I would like to just read all the quality and valued reviews on our platform because our users love to leave reviews. And I would like to briefly introduce the new feature that we just launched as well. And we also have a guest. Jeep is going to be our first guest, or my first guest. Yeah.
Hello. I feel like we've done a lot of firsts together. I was the first guest on your other podcast.
Yep.
And, your first live stream and all kinds of things.
Oh yeah. You're because you're the first person that comes to my mind. We're like, oh, how to do this new thing, or do a new concept. Like, oh, Jeep would be perfect for this because he knows a lot of things in the gaming industry.
Yeah,
So
I'm just here to make it look easy. So yeah.
Yes, he's the best. This is going to be a short one compared to the podcast that I do. The other podcast, I believe the first podcast we did together, it was almost 2 hours, and then you felt kind of
it was late. I was like falling asleep. Yeah, it was past my bedtime.
Yeah, and then because it was the first time, so we all didn't know like when to end it or like like what to talk about. We just kept asking you like a gazillion questions. And
it was really fun though.
Yeah, it was super fun. It was the first time. Yeah. I think we're on episode 80 this week, so it's been a while since then. So, but cool. Yeah, thank you so much for coming, Jeep. You're always the best.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I really like the Minimap community. Like, yeah, if you look there, you'll see me posting almost every day, hanging out and just talking with people, or at least thumbing up the good posts. Like, it's really amazing what people post there. Sometimes like reaching back and like showing a bunch of retro stuff that I'd never heard of. So it's a good time.
Yeah. So if you're interested, come hang out with us on minimap.net. So before I actually start, I want to introduce everyone the new feature that we just released. It's called NaviCritic. I'll just read the magazine. So this is what it is. So it is Minimap's new standard for game rating. What it is basically is it's all the ratings from the people who actually played the game, not what the critic says, or not what just random people just leaving reviews and stuff. It's basically the voices of those people who have spent time on the games. So, and we have 4 different tier lists. Essential is from 84 to 100, a must play, standout, mixed, avoid. So we just came up with these names. Essential is masterpiece that define the era, standout, exceptional titles you can trust and recommend to anyone, and mixed projects that could become your all-time favorite if they align with their specific tastes. And avoid is proceed with caution unless you have specific reason. Consider exploring other games first. But this doesn't mean every single the tier fits your personal taste, but it's just like a standard tier list. So yeah. So let's go check out how it looks. It's just we'll show it trending, and you can see the scores down here. And then we have yearly NaviCritic ranking waiting to be reviewed. Oh, so the game needs to have at least 10 games.
10 reviews.
Or 10 reviews, I'm sorry. Yeah, the game needs to have 10 reviews before it gets a NaviCritic score.
Yeah.
And today,
is the NaviCritic rating, is that like a rolling for a full year, or is it just like only this year, or
it's rolling? It's rolling.
Okay.
I think they would do. I think they refresh it every day.
Okay.
So if more and more reviews are added, obviously the score can adjust and vary depending on what the actual people are thinking.
I see. Okay. Cool.
And the reason why I wanted to talk with, or had Jeep as our first guest, is we have the all-time NaviCritic ranking. This means, Zelda Breath of the Wild is number 1 in all these ranking, or 95, I'm sorry. And two Zelda games, that's a good to see on top here. Astrobot 94. And then we have Portal at top, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, number 10. That's good.
Literally number 10. All right.
Yep, it's the top 10 game of all time NaviCritic ranking. And the first reviews I would like to read is from Portal 2. So that's why
Cool.
we have Jeep here, because he is literally one of the people who created Portal series.
Yeah, I can react to the reviews you're leaving. I actually like, it's going to be cool to like see some positive reviews because, you know, obviously it'll make me feel good. But I hope we see some negative reviews too, because I want to see like the spiciness. So
Okay. We can do.
I'm totally down with that. So yeah,
we can filter it. Yeah, by star ratings. I think we can do that.
I want to see what people don't like sometimes, because then I know how to make better games.
Exactly. Yeah, critical reviews and feedback is very important. So let's see. Yeah. So Portal 2 has 93. It's an essential tier listing for NaviCritic. 5.5 thousand people have verified it, or verified reviews are there. So compared to Metacritic, it's about the same, I would say. So Miniscore is a little bit different from NaviCritic. Miniscore is all the accumulated ratings by anyone.
Right.
So
and it's out of 5.
Right. It's out of 5. And even if you haven't played the game, you can still leave a Miniscore rating. But NaviCritic, you actually have to play the game and own it.
So the essential, the verified ratings, is that a subset of all the ratings, or are they entirely separate from each other?
It's a subset of the entire rating. So we would we took out all the people who actually played the game, because you track all the gameplay data on Minimap if you haven't tried it yet. Yeah. So before we start writing or reading the reviews, do you have any, I don't know, like interesting stories or?
Well,
we always want to hear the stories from the devs. I love that personally.
I can come up with the story, but I will say this. Maybe I'll turn this into a story. Just to be clear, on Portal 2 specifically, I worked on the co-op multiplayer part of Portal 2. And the first DLC that came out, which was a co-op focused DLC, I worked on all of those things. But I didn't really work on the single player part of Portal 2 so much. At that time, I was working on like Alien Swarm and Left 4 Dead and a few other things. But I don't know, like it was really cool, like being able to test and play Portal 2. Like it's basically just a player. Like as they were working on it, they would bring me in to like play it every once in a while, and it was cool seeing how it developed. Yeah, and then the Portal 2 multiplayer, it had kind of already been started before I joined that project. I just came off of Alien Swarm. And so me and a few other people who were working on Alien Swarm, which was another co-op game, were like, we think we know how to make a good co-op game. So let's pick up this from what state it was in. And yeah, we put about 9 months of work into it, added a bunch of levels, added a bunch of like interactions and stuff that you can only do in multiplayer Portal. And it was really, really fun working on. And trying to figure out how to like tell the story for multiplayer was pretty difficult, because I don't know, people's patience with story and like how they listen to it is kind of different than in a single player game. And yeah, I think one of the bigger breakthroughs that we had in Portal 2 is the ping feature. So it allows you to point at objects in the world and be like, hey, press that button, or put a portal over there, or look at that. Like all those things where you basically just on a simple key can communicate that without using your voice, and being able to communicate like specific things about what you're pointing at. So that was a big feature. And then the other one was the co-op gestures, which basically let you like, hug your robot friend, or high five, or play rock, paper, scissors, and like making the animations for that line up and figure out how to set up that UI. Those were like, we spent a lot of time trying to figure that out, and it was a really interesting problem.
So it was the ping. Was it like the first ever ping kind of feature?
Yeah, I think it was. I know that I think Apex Legends was also pretty famous for having ping, but that came after. And I'm pretty sure that we were first. I'm not going to like say there was no other game that did it before, but like it was one of the early ones. Yeah.
Right. So a lot of the MOBA games that has ping stuff goes all the way back to Portal 2 then.
Right. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. I didn't actually know that. That's awesome. That's a good idea. So do you still play Portal 2 once in a while, or
You
when's the
know,
last time?
I actually did play it kind of recently. I have some friends on Steam who do like mod development, and
Mm.
every once in a while, when they're working on like new levels for various Portal things or things like that, they'll like send it to me and be like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" or "Can you give us some feedback?" And so, yeah, just a few months ago, I was playing. I can't remember the exact name of this mod, but it's basically like a sort of a revival of some of the original Portal beta, like trailer footage. They kind
Mm.
of like built the levels and redid the art style to match what that beta footage looked like before the game was finished. And so I played a version of that pretty recently. It was
Wow.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be nice to go, back to playing the older games that you have created. So that's
Mhm.
awesome.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So are you ready to read some reviews? I mean,
Yeah, let's do it. I'm
okay.
ready.
So there are 31,000 total reviews. 31,000.
Okay, it's gonna take us a couple hours to get through these, but I think we can do it.
We're not gonna read. Yeah. So of those 5.5
Yeah, yeah.
thousand people actually played the game. So
Mm.
I left a review. So let's so some of these before we actually dive into this, some of these are in Korean, some of these are in English. So I will be
Mhm.
reading the Korean side and you can read the English side and then we can kind of talk about it. Do you want to
Perfect.
read the spicy ones first or the good ones first?
Let's
You
read the
can.
good ones first. We'll start
Oh,
on a good note.
okay. I think that should no
Yeah.
that should give it to. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
So I'll just read it in Korean.
Sure.
모든 면에서 발전한 형보다 나은 아우. So it means it's a better sequel compared to the first one.
Mhm.
Compared to the first one, 1에 비해서 플레이 타임도 크게 늘고 스토리적인 부분도 크게 강화되었고 퍼즐도 플레이 타임이 늘어남에 따라 더 많은 퍼즐이 추가되었고 퀄리티 또한 발전하였다. 특히 2인 코옵 전용 퍼즐이 싱글에 비해 훨씬 어렵고 재밌다. Okay. You understand, right?
Yeah. I do
Yeah.
understand. Maybe translate for the audience, but
Right.
basically it's saying, everything's been upgraded this from the
Mhm.
story to the puzzles. And it says specifically the multiplayer co-op puzzle mode is pretty cool. So,
Yeah, pretty like more difficult and more fun, meaning that
uh,
it's props to you, right?
yeah. Wow.
Yay! Uh,
Um,
yeah.
this is a cool. Actually, this is a great review to start on because a lot of I don't know what the percentage is. There are a lot of people who like Portal 1 more than they like Portal 2
Mm,
and vice versa also.
okay.
Personally, between the two, I think that Portal 2 is a better game, and if I'm trying to pick which one to play, I would play Portal 2 first
Mm,
because of all the reasons that he's saying here. I agree that the story is much bigger and like the puzzles are more
mhm, mhm.
varied. There's all these new features. It's longer. Basically, everything, in my opinion, about it is better. But there are some people who prefer the first game. The tone of the first game is a little bit darker, and like the humor style is a little bit darker,
Mm,
and they like that. And some people like they feel that there's a little bit more flexibility in Portal 1's puzzles, where Portal 2 is a little bit more directed, I guess. But I don't know. I think a lot of the improvements that my coworkers made in Portal 2, I appreciate a lot over the first game. I think it's like, as a developer, sometimes you look at something you made and you see
mm.
all the problems and all the mistakes. And I feel like Portal 2 solved a lot of those problems and mistakes. So it felt good. Yeah.
I think this is probably one of the best compliments to get as a developer who makes a
Mm.
sequel because like
Mm.
usually people are expecting like if
Mm.
the original title is good then they'll be like, oh, the sequel better be better than the first one, but a lot of times that's not the case, especially for like movies and stuff and games as well. And when people say the second one is better, that means you have made the leap from the first
Mhm.
one. That doesn't mean like the first one is bad, but it just means like you
Yeah.
made a great game and then you made an even a better game.
Yeah, there's higher expectations for the
Exactly.
sequel, so it's
Yep.
good we were able to meet up with that. So,
Yeah.
all right, cool.
Good. So whenever you see this verification badge right here, like a check,
Mm.
that means this goes into the NaviCritics. So
Got it. Cool.
22 hours and 29 minutes.
Mhm.
Yes, the second one. 전편의 완벽함에 유머와 서사를 더하여 기꺼이 그 이상으로 나아간 속편의 위협. Yep, this is again like saying that it's got more humors and story
Mhm.
behind it, and it made that jump. It's better than the first one.
I see. I was actually confused on the word "yumo." I was like, "What is that word?" I was like, "Oh, it's just humor."
Humor,
But
it means humor. Yeah, humor. Yeah, it
that's
added
funny.
the
Okay.
humor of it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Cool.
So this. Okay, so here you go. 만약 기억을 잃는다면 가장 먼저 할 게임. Wow. So if I lose my memory of all the gameplay, this is the first game I would play again. Is what it's saying.
Yeah, yeah.
He gave 5 stars for everything. Game성,
Mm.
fun. Sound is BGM. Graphic. 분량, content. Store. So all 5 stars.
Nice.
게임성. 퍼즐 게임이라는 틀을 벗어나 새로운 시도를 했다. 그건 1도 동일하지만 1보다 한층 더 업그레이드된 퍼즐 요소로 지루하기도 않는 퍼즐과 음산한 연구실 배경의 미스터리를 적절히 어울려 환상적인 조합을 만들어냈다. 와우. Yeah,
Mhm.
so made a new tries, efforts.
Mhm.
That's it. It made an upgrade compared to the first one. The puzzles are not boring, like the dark background of the lab and the
Right,
mystery.
right.
Made a fabulous mix.
Yeah, it's a good comparison between the two.
사운드 1과 비교될 정도로 많은 볼륨으로 1은 똑같은 BGM만 반복하는 가운데 2는 다양한 지형에서 BGM이 흘러나와 더욱
Mhm.
스토리에 몰입했습니다. 그리고 성우분들 연기도 너무 좋았고요.
Yeah. The soundtrack in Portal 2 is done by Mike Moraski, who did a few of the songs in Portal 1.
Mhm.
And he did an amazing job. One of the big things in Portal 2 is the dynamic music system. So as you're playing through a puzzle, depending on which puzzle elements have been solved or connected, the background music will change so that like you can sort of almost feel like you're like powering up a musical instrument inside of the
Mhm.
level itself that's like playing the background music. It's
Yeah,
really incredible. Yeah.
that is amazing because
Mhm.
music, like you don't realize it until like when you're playing it without music. 'Cause
Mhm.
like music is so important in games.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this review is saying. Like whenever
Mhm.
there's like different area or level, you get different background music,
Yep.
which gives you immersive experience for the story.
Mhm.
그래픽 2011년 기준으로 평가하며 2011년으로는 혁신적으로 14년이 지난 지금도 깔끔하며 연출과 시각적인 정보 전달이 매우 효율적입니다. 퍼즐
Mm.
요소가 명확하게 구분되어 있어 플레이어에 전혀 불편한 곳이 없음. Wow. Yeah, so considering it being the game that was released in 2011, even
Yeah.
after 14 years, it's great, smooth. The visuals is amazing. It's very effective in terms of
Mhm.
delivering the message
Right.
and the information. And there's a distinction between the puzzle elements and not. So it's very convenient for players to play.
Right. Yeah. Like of the top 10 list that we were looking at earlier, Portal is the oldest game of those top 10.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
it's really cool that it still kind of holds up, that even if you play it today, it still looks great. And I think it's just a testament to like, the like not just the technology of how it's rendered, which of course there's been advancements since then, but like the art style that the artist did, and like how they did all the animations and all the texturing and stuff. They just made really, really good choices with the art design itself, and
Mm.
all that stuff still works today. So it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 분량, single, multi. He said, or this person says he played multiplayer co-op mode a little
Mm.
bit.
Mhm.
실력에 따라 애매하지만 대략 잘하는 사람은 6시간에서 10시간 정도 됩니다. 더욱 줄이고
Hmm.
싶다면 스팀 공식 창작마당에 검색할 수 있습니다. So, depending
Nice.
on your skills, you can finish this game in 6 to 10 hours.
Mhm. Yep.
And if you want more content, you can search it on Steam's official website.
Yep.
All right, and then the rest is spoilers. I'm not going to read it.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
We can skip past
Yeah,
spoilers.
I think we should read like three good ones, 3 bad ones, or something.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, because otherwise I'm just gonna be like it's gonna be like an
Just
hour.
just showering me with praise, like
Yeah,
no,
right.
no, we'll do some bad ones too. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'd be fun. So this person says 진짜 퍼즐 하나하나가 참신했고 이걸 구현한다는 그 자체가 너무 대단했음. FPS 퍼즐 게임 이 자체가 너무 혁신적이었고 그 퍼즐들이
음.
물리적용을 이용하는 등이 너무 신세계였다.
음.
그 당시엔 그래픽도 끝내줬는데 멀티에서 아쉬운 친구 데리고 하다가 혈압 오르기에 충분했던 게임. Yeah. So yeah, this person is praising each individual puzzle elements, or the puzzles there, and the fact that it is a FPS puzzle game was revolutionary at the time, and the physics behind the puzzles was just amazing for him. Also, the graphic itself, considering the time of it being released, was amazing. But when you play with a friend who's not good at this FPS puzzle games,
blood pressure rises.
Yeah, the blood pressure rises, and then it's gonna make you stressful.
Yeah. This is an interesting comment because, at the time that it released, first-person puzzle games was not really a thing. Now I think there's quite a few different examples of it. Like, I don't know, back then, shortly after Portal came out, there was like Antechamber and The Ball, and then eventually there was like Talus Principle and like some other kind of bigger ones. And it feels established enough as a genre now that there's Turing Test, and I don't know, there's just games like that sort of fit this sort of style, which is really, really cool. It's cool to see that it like opened up sort of a genre for developers to work within and find cool new variations of. But yeah, like when we were first working on this game and, before it came out, trying to talk to the press, we're like, what are we supposed to call this game? And I guess we can call it a puzzle game, but I don't know, like it was confusing to explain, I guess.
Right.
And the main reason we did it, this is, in my opinion, this is the most important thing about Portal you will ever know.
Okay.
So listen.
All right. Here comes the highlight.
The reason that Portal is a first-person game. When we had started developing it, we were thinking about making it third-person. But the thing that we realized is that being able to get line of sight, being able to basically see exactly where your portal is going to go, and kind of controlling the difficulty of the puzzle based on your line of sight. So areas that you can't reach are areas that you can't see. If it's an area that you can see, then you can put a portal there. It was so critical, and you can't really aim that or understand what's visible and not visible in third person. So when I see other first-person puzzle games, the ones that work really, really well are the ones that have puzzles or mechanics based on line of sight. And the ones where it's like, I'm not sure that this really should be a first-person game, are the ones where line of sight doesn't matter. So I think that's like, for a first-person puzzle game, you need to have line of sight as a critical element of your puzzle design. So anyway.
Wow. So it could have been a third-person puzzle game, but you guys thought it different. I think that decision itself is just a brilliant one. I think, like, now you think about that, now you look back.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, perfectly. It worked out perfectly. That's good. Yeah. So, are you ready to read some spicy ones?
Yeah. Let's do it. I don't know if these are going to be like super rude, but I'm curious. So.
Yeah. And we can read some English ones too. Okay. The first one says, 미안해요, 나는 몰라요. Sorry, I don't know. So this person probably hates puzzle games, or not good at puzzle games at all.
Just tried it and was like, like it was recommended, but not his thing.
Yeah, right. He dropped it, so gave 1.5. But considering the lowest rating is 1.5, that's still good. Like,
is 0 even an option, or
I think 0.5 is an option.
Oh wow, okay. So the lowest is 1.5. That's pretty good.
All right. So the next one says 멀미나.
He had sickness, like
motion sickness,
motion sickness,
or vertigo.
That's totally fair. I've heard some people say that, like, for where they commonly have motion sickness with first-person games, Portal sometimes is an exception because you can kind of play it as slowly as you want. Where in a fast-paced like shooter game, you have to be moving around all the time. So I don't know. But yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, it is hard. I mean, that's just a personal experience. I can't, because I personally have like motion sickness whenever I play like first-person shooter games. So the Call of Duty, like Halo, I can play for like 2 minutes and I'm done. But,
I'll make a recommendation. This doesn't work for everybody. It's everybody's a little bit different. But what I've heard is if you kind of sit back from your TV or monitor sort of a little bit farther, so it's a little little more far from you, so that it's not taking up your whole field of view. It's more like in this cone just within your field of view like this. And make sure that the frame rate is consistent and locked. So if you're hitting a consistent 30 frames a second or 60 frames a second, you don't want it like jumping up and down a lot. So that, and using a controller. For some people, using a controller, they have less motion sickness than using mouse and keyboard. That's what I've heard.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll try it.
maybe give it a shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think it's a fair review. It's a fair criticism.
Yeah, it's a fair review. Yeah, it's not about the. Oh, so next person says, "전 이게 왜 재미없을까요? Why is this not fun for me?"
I can't answer that.
Yeah,
question.
I can't. Okay, well, this is a personal review, so let's read some more. Oh, here we go. This person again, like 초반은 재미있으나 1인칭 멀미 때문에 봉인. So in the beginning it was interesting, but then also the motion sickness kind of stopped him from playing further. It's like a similar one. I want to like.
And we're already up to 2 stars.
Yeah, exactly.
That's 1.5 stars. Yeah. All right. Okay, here's a longer one. So I'm curious what this says.
Okay, so it says 이런 식으로 퍼즐 게임을 만들 수도 있구나 하고 충격을 안겨준 게임. 하지만 별 반 개 뺀 이유는 취향 문제와 너무 어려워서 중간에 그만둬버렸기 때문. 게임 자체는 아주 훌륭한 작품이다. So this is not a spice. It's another compliment. So this person is saying that it was shocking that you can create such a puzzle game like this way. But this person took out half or 0.5 stars because it's a personal taste problem, and also it was a bit difficult for this person. But the game itself is amazing. It's a masterpiece.
All right, so it's not his style, but
yeah.
But he thinks that the game is good. Yeah, I mean that was another thing about making a puzzle game is we like with Portal 1 or even with Portal 2, we're pretty aware that some people like puzzle games and some people really do not like puzzle games, and so it's not a game for everybody. It's cool that it does have some mass appeal that people like it, but yeah, there's just people who are not going to be into it, and I think that's totally fine.
That is fair. I think the puzzle game is not even like top 10 most sold game like genres.
Yeah, absolutely. Like sports might be number 1 or something, but yeah,
I think FPS is like number 1 or 2, like action adventure, and then all the different genres. But like I know for sure, like puzzle is not on the top, like at least 5.
Yeah.
I actually want to read a review that talks about the game.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna scroll through.
Yeah, let's scroll and see if we can find.
Yeah, so like this
more
person.
detail.
Like, I'm just gonna.
Okay, there you go. We found an English one.
Okay, so you want to read it?
Sure. Yeah. 99% club on this. Okay, is this a new slang that young folks use? Because I don't know what that means. Okay, I got a majority of Chivos, which are achievements, on both PC and Xbox 360 throughout the years, but haven't completed it yet. I like this game over the first, and would like to play more of the custom content. Like I've played the time travel mod. It's worth playing though, because Portal games aren't hard, but are cool. It's just essential. Okay. So I mean, this seems very positive.
Yeah, like, we can't find any spicy ones. I mean, just I don't know. Yeah, so I guess a lot of it is saying that like it's pretty easy in the beginning, but as it goes, the puzzle element itself gets more difficult, and then people kind of drop because it's not for them. Yeah, so here's another one. 나만테만 명작.
It's a masterpiece to me, is that saying, right?
No, it's nam is other people.
Nam. Oh, it's for other people.
Yeah, it's only masterpiece for other people. This means that it's not a game for this person.
Okay, I see. I thought it said nahante, but it's nam.
Oh, it's nam. Yeah, nam is like another person.
Right. Oh,
I can't. Whoa! Look at this person played 917 hours.
It's 3.5 stars, but all the categories are 4.5 or higher. So.
Yeah, I have no idea. And then he dropped it after playing 917 hours. What's going on? What's going on, Early Planet? Oh wow.
Okay.
So it says 하지만 두뇌 훈련을 목적으로 하니 일하는 것 같아 싫다. Okay, so it's saying like it feels like it's a training for like brain training, training your brain, I guess. And it feels like work for him, so he doesn't want to play it anymore after 917 hours. So okay,
maybe he accidentally left it running, like, and he went on a vacation, and then when he came back, he's like, "Oh my god, I need to stop this game immediately."
But 917 hours. That's like almost like how many days is that? It's like more than 10 days.
Yeah, it's more than 10 days.
Oh my god, no, but I'll bet. I mean, this person enjoyed it. Don't lie.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Yeah,
lie. And you even gave like 5 for like graphics and optimization and 4.5 for controls. I guess the narrative wasn't his type. I don't know. Yeah. And this person
Okay.
wrote
Oh,
in
he's got some low scores. All right. Oh, I'm actually learning Spanish. I won't be able to understand it, but I'll try to at least pronounce it. So,
You can read it.
Buito pom para pasar un tiempo también. También? Is that a real word, or I don't know if that's a real word. It might be también, but I don't know Spanish well enough. So, más season ho parece muito viacio Gladys e realmente top tier personajes dos juegos. So I think it's saying that Gladys is one of the coolest characters in all
Yep.
of games, or is it
It
top
says,
tier?
yeah, I just put it on Google Translate. It says GLaDOS
Okay.
is really top tier characters.
And then tiempo también. It's like having a good time or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Very good time to pass. But
Mhm.
so Zinho seems very empty.
Oh, I don't know what that means. Okay, interesting.
I have no
Seems very empty. Graphics 2.0. Didn't like how it looked.
I like. How many people worked on the like Portal 2? Do you know like the rough size of the team or?
I would say so. It was worked on for a few years. Probably during the first 2 years, it was maybe 20 to 30 people.
Oh wow.
And in the last year, it was probably like 50 to 80 people.
Oh, so
It's
team
very
effort.
rough numbers, but that's vaguely how I remember it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. And then the rest is like basically compliments. It's a classic. They'll never run out of time. It's like the fundamental of puzzle games. And rest is all good stuff.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, interesting. Go back down for a second. I saw like the peer review DLC.
Oh yeah. I think
so it's just the expansions on the right side. There's like little check boxes.
Oh, here?
Yeah. I was just curious what those are. Is that like a filter, or is that just?
Yeah, it's a filter. I can just click on it. The DLC number 1.
Yeah.
It's all in Portal 2. It's within it.
Okay.
Expansions and DLCs.
Oh, there was a bad review. I want to read this one because it's interesting.
This one?
So no, back down. You just passed it.
Oh.
Right there. So he's basically saying Portal 2 is as if it was a DLC, or feels like it's a DLC for Portal 1.
Yep.
I don't think I agree with this. I'm gonna disagree. Let me think about what they're saying. So they're basically saying Portal 1 came out, and then an additional DLC would be, here's more levels for this game.
Right.
The reason I don't agree is because pretty much all the art in the game was redone. Yes, the controls are the same, but they're like Portal 1 has like maybe 3 or 4 different like interactive things that you deal with. There's like, energy balls and boxes and like maybe one other thing. There's the rocket launchers at the end. But Portal 2 has like so many different things. It has like the light bridges. It has the jumping, like the faith plates, they call them. It has like the gels, like, it has the jump gel, it has the speed gel, it has the white gel. There's like Yeah, there's so many different things that are added in Portal 2. I don't feel like that it's just a DLC. I think this is an unfair review. So
Yeah.
still give it a 3.5, but I'm just
Yeah, 3.5 is not a bad score though.
yeah.
That's what 70 for if you convert it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, I'll just read like one more.
Sure. Yeah.
This is the last one. 인상 깊은 puzzle game. So it's an impressive puzzle game. Good points or the strength. 전작보다 커진 volume, more content compared to the first one. 다양하고 창의적인 퍼즐 요소. Various and diverse and creative puzzle elements. 스토리와 연계되어 강해진 몰입감. Immersiveness related to the story itself. But the bad part is 일부 구간 길 찾기가 어렵고 3D 멀미를 유발할 수 있다. In some areas, it's difficult to find the path.
Yeah, like getting lost or not knowing
you
how
can
to
get lost
proceed.
in map in some levels. And also it can give you the 3D motion sickness.
I think that's fair. The point about getting lost in levels, there's the section where you kind of go to underground aperture. When you first get there, the style of gameplay really takes like a hard shift at that point. And it's a pace breaker. It's very intentional that you kind of do one style of gameplay for a while and then you do a different type for a while and you kind of go back. But I do think that at least when I watch people play the game, they do tend to get a little bit lost in that section, not knowing exactly where they should go or what they should do. I don't know. I think it's a fair criticism. Maybe we could have done something better there, but yeah.
I think the most of the times that people don't like it is the motion sickness of it, and some puzzle elements being difficult for some. And majority of people are saying it's better content compared to the first one, more volume, more content, better puzzle elements, better VGM, better story. So I think that summarizes what people are saying.
Cool. Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. Thank you so much for reading this. I mean, I can probably make this into a 2-hour podcast if I wanted to, because I have like so many questions or so many things I want to talk about. But I mean, that itself is gonna be we can do that for Question Play.
Yeah.
So so that was our first section chapter or episode of NaviCritic reading reviews. And for the first game, we looked at all the reviews for Portal 2 with Jeep himself, who created
I did not create Portal 2, but go ahead.
How many of you were like actually or like initially created the story though? How many?
So are you talking about for Portal 1 or for Portal 2?
Yeah, Portal, like the actual like concept of Portal.
Yeah, so me and my college classmates, we were all on a team together. There was 7 of us, 3 artists and 4 programmers, and we all joined Valve at the same time and worked on Portal 1 together. And sort of in that initial, like when we were starting out working on it, we had it was basically just the 7 of us at first, but then we did get help from like Eric Wolpa and Chet Falasek. They worked on the story, and then Kelly Bailey and Mike Moraski, who I mentioned earlier, they both worked on the music. And then as we got closer to like wrapping up the game, there was like Jason Brashel, and there was like Randy Lundin, and like I don't know, a few other people who jumped on and helped out with like a couple of the props. Gray Horsfeld helped with the explosion sequence at the end with the boss, and we got help here and there, but like but yeah, the core team really was like the 7 of us and the 2 writers.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. We should definitely have another chat with you on Quest and Play. We can get as chatty as possible there.
Yeah, that'd be fun sometime.
But yeah, thank you so much for coming, Jeep. I always love having you because you're basically like my advisor in the gaming industry. I consider you as an advisor or mentor, I would say.
Cool. Well, I'm glad that I'm helpful. Thanks for inviting me, and I'm totally down to chat anytime. So just poke me and let me know.
Okay, sounds good. Have fun, and thank you all for watching or listening.
Yep.
and I'll come
Yeah.
back with the next one.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for leaving reviews too. It's really fun to read. So
Yes.
I'll see you next time, I guess. Bye-bye.
Bye.